Hi again. My name's Tyler Justin Marcotte, and if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. If you're back again, thank you. It's greatly appreciated. Today, I was bored again at work today, and I started to think of what it'd be like in Diamond Dynasty if you were Billy Bean, and you wanted to put together a team like that. Who would you get if you didn't want to spend the big money? You get stubs and go through that. Who would you go out and get if you just, if you only had like 1,000 points or stubs, excuse me, and you just wanted to go out and get some of those players? Who would you go out and get? What would you, or who would you think about? So I went and did some research when I got home, and I found this site. It's called Operation Sports, and the title of the article that I was looking at is MLB 15. They show the best bargains in Diamond Dynasty, and some of the players that they have. They have Corey Dickerson, who can play right field, left field, and center field. They compared him to Adrian Beltre. His price is only like 300 stubs, and Adrian Beltre's is a lot more. It's like, I think a couple thousand, or it's up there. Jared Dyson is another player that they had there. His is, you can play right field, left field, and center also. His price is 30 stubs, and he's pretty quick. Good to the cutoff man. Give you a little speed on your team. The next guy that they have is Eric Young Jr. And he can play all those outfield positions, and he can play second base. And I play with him, and he's pretty good. He's pretty quick. Makes some contact. In regular real baseball, he is kind of a journeyman, but for 30 steps, he's like a good bench player. Brings a lot of speed, a lot of good things, a lot of versatility to your lineup. And another one they bring and talk about is Rajai Davis. He can play the outfield. He brings some speed, and there's a lot of things to the table that you didn't really expect. His price is only 350 stubs. And then if you're looking for a good power hitter that hits the lefties really good, you can play the outfield and play first base. And it's been compared to Jose Bautista in the article. It only costs 30 stubs. It's Mark Trumbo of the Diamondbacks. I think that'd be a good steal if you're trying to build a team like Billy Bean. Another player they talked about is Pedro Alvarez. He can play first base and third base. He hits righties real well. And his price is no cheap, 15 stubs. Another first baseman option. Played for the Royals, now with the Athletics. Played on a World Series team. I could probably DH for you too. His price is 15 stubs, and that's Billy Butler. Another player that I played with, and I haven't tried him at first base, but the article they have him listed there. I think he's probably a third baseman. You probably should try him at shortstop. He'd probably get away with that. His price is 30 stubs. In real life, he did strike out a lot more. He didn't really make a lot of contact. And here in the game is suggesting, I think he has a lot of power in the game. Since I play with him, I do try to do a line of Braves franchise in my team. So, Chris Johnson, I know they want to trade him, but in the game, in this article, they say he's really good. I played with him, had him at third base, and he seems to have some power, some pop. I wouldn't trade him. I keep him unless I had to move him. Seems like he's a good player. It was a throw-in to the Justin Upton trade when he came over from the Arizona Diamondbacks to the Atlanta Braves. They gave him a new contract to stay with the team. Frank Wren did that. So it's up to you, but to me he's been a good player. The next player that they mentioned in the article is a second baseman. He's for the Brewers. His price is 200 stubs, and that's Scooter Gennett. The next player that I seen on here, I can't believe it's just 3 stubs. But he can play almost any outfield and infield position. That's Willie Bloomquist. And another player that they mentioned played for the Giants this year for 40 stubs. He's a good shortstop. That's Brandon Crawford. I think he probably has some speed too. I'd have to go back and look. I got it. And I have on my team. I got his card back a while back. I think I was playing a game or something. And he could play catcher and first base, and then he costs 3 stubs. That's Wilton Rosario of the Rockies. I know they've been trying to trade him, but I think he's got some good defense behind the plate. I know that they're trying to move him to first base, but typically they did that with Joe Mauer, who's next on my list. Catchers, flipping third, first. Still go back and catch. That's nice to have on your team, even though it's always good to have a backup catcher. In my books, if you can have some that can play 3 positions instead of 1 position, that's a bonus. And as I mentioned, Joe Mauer, first base and catcher, his price is 600 stubs, pretty cheap. And then another one they mentioned in the comments to kind of wrap this up is Brett Lowry. That's somebody that I haven't really played with on MLB 15, so I'm going to have to try that out. But there's some options there if you have, because I did my research, and to get to 1 million stubs, you would need at $50 for 75,000 stubs. That's like 50% more because you get 25,000 more stubs as a bonus. It's extra. You need 14 of those. So 50 times 14 would be $700. Not something, if you're like me, you just want to keep your cards. You really don't want to go out and sell them. You just want to have your lineup just play naturally. 1 million stubs, 14. Well, actually, it's 13.333, but 14 stubs, or 14 times 50, $700 is a lot of money. I just want to go with this bargain basement and see how they do. And just play your cards. And get packs occasionally and see how they go. It's fun. For me, it's fun. I hope it's fun to you guys as well. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Look forward to hearing more from you guys in the future. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.